Developing tonight, new word that more than a dozen former NFL players have joined a lawsuit against Ohio State University, alleging a campus doctor sexually abused them decades ago. An independent investigation by the school confirmed Richard Strauss abused at least 177 male athletes and students over the course of 2 decades. Strauss died by suicide in 2005. Now, it's former wrestlers that have led much of the legal fight. You've probably heard about it. It's been widely covered. But now ex-football players like Al Washington are telling NBC News, look at this. I've been living with this a long time, and it's time to settle this once and for all. I love Ohio State, but I want Ohio State to take some accountability for what happened to us. The spokesperson for the university tells NBC it has sincerely and persistently tried to reconcile with survivors, including former football players, also saying they've settled with at least 317 survivors for more than $61 million. Let me bring in Danny Savalos, who's following this for us now, as this appears to now expand to a degree here, because we know that it's former Ohio State wrestlers that have been fighting this now for 8 years in this particular class action to try to get some accountability here. When you bring in people like ex-NFL players, prominent voices here, does that add weight in a way? What kind of an impact does that have?
Sure. Any notoriety is going to help a case like this. And as we've seen, the university is apparently already settling with some of the plaintiffs. And you see some of those numbers you put up. This is not one of those class actions where every class plaintiff gets, 80 cents or a coupon. When you have cases like this, when you have a collective group who have suffered, there you see there, 5 active lawsuits, 236 alleged survivors, you're going to see some real exposure here for the university. And then you see total settlement, $61 million. And that's just so far. So what that signals is that Ohio State is willing to come to the table, publicly so. And in addition, that means that as class actions often operate, more and more will likely be added to the class as time goes on.
Some suits, are still outstanding with athletes saying that the school coaches, administrators knew about this abuse here. One former wrestling coach accused by some of knowing about his abuse is, of course, the House Judiciary Committee Chair Jim Jordan, who has denied wrongdoing. He is not named in Ohio State's independent report. No evidence Jim Jordan has done anything wrong or could face any legal liability anytime soon, right?
Exactly right. And I think the key fact that you mentioned there is he's not mentioned in the independent report that was commissioned by the university. This is very common, a form of damage control and PR after crises like this. Hiring an outside law firm, a prestigious law firm, to conduct an independent review. And you can assume that was a pretty comprehensive review, and Jim Jordan is apparently not named in it. So that is a very significant fact in terms of determining liability.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.